Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and yes, I'm still working on the body control module. I'm going to try and do something a little bit different. As you would have seen, this is my body control module that came out of the ST. You would have seen that I've changed the fuse for the wipers. It didn't do anything. I've cleaned the PCB. It didn't do anything. There's a few crusty bits of solder going on. A colleague of me lent me this body control module that come out of a different Focus, not an ST. It's got most of the pins missing that my car requires, but when I plugged it in, I actually got the wipers to work. Nothing else works with the car because these have to be coded to the car. I've had quotes of £150, but as I say, this one doesn't even have the circuit board for the sunroof. So looking through some second-hand places, to buy one specifically for my ST is roughly £300 second-hand, £600+, well, plus VAT from Ford, and reprogramming at £100 to £300. And yeah, so what I'm going to try and do is, because the relay on the PCB in this one works, I'm going to go and see a friend and see if he can test the PCB, the printed circuit board in here, and make sure that the voltage is going around, perhaps repair some of the dry joints. I do have a soldering iron myself, but he's got better multimeters and oscilloscopes and all these magical bits of equipment. So yeah, let's get that done and see what happens.
2 hours later.
Well, here we go. I'm back home from my friend Brian, who's actually had a look. What he actually did, if I show you with the existing old one, let's take that away. The relay that was mounted up here, this is on the additional board. The relay that was mounted on here, he removed from the PCB in this one, and it was all corroded underneath. So this was the actual relay, and this was the pins. He said there was actually no current going across from the outer pin to the other pin. So we're hopeful that it was this. But I mean, the relay was clicking, but without taking it apart, which would require cutting it open, it may not have been that. So we removed the good one from here. He cleaned the PCB for me over here and installed the other one. The line's all tracked, so if the problem actually goes further through the board into this part of it, there's little much I can do. But let's go and fit the board and see what happens. Right, so you join me outside. I've put the ST's board back in, the body control module. All the plugs are in, all the connectors. I've made sure they're all really tight. Now it's a question of trying it. Now, if it doesn't work now, then it's obviously something a little bit deeper than a relay, but hopeful that that's what it is. Right, so I'm sat in the car, the ignition is on. I'm just going to see if the car starts okay. Obviously I've got to enter the code for the stereo, which is in the glove box. Just make sure everything else seems to work, check the hazard lights. But what you're all waiting for is for me to check the wiper blades, right? So see if I can do it in shot. Let's check the rear one first, because that worked. Yes, rear one works. Now let's check the fronts. First stalk. There we go. So that's the intermittent on fast. Let's wind that down to put it back on slow. Make sure the stalk works on the slow setting. And obviously the car actually has a rain sensor, I believe. I'm not too sure. Let's see. Yeah. Right, so let's put them on the wipe. Check the screen wash. Let's check the high speed. There we go. That was it, folks. How cool is that? Well, a huge shout out to Brian. Thank you for doing the soldering and swapping the relay over. And yeah, hopefully you would have learnt from this video that these, if the wipers go on your car, it is the relay. It's not necessarily the fact that you've got to change the whole module. Second hand, you're looking at 370 quid for the ST ones. Then you've actually got to get it mapped to your car, which is another 150 quid. You can actually buy the relays online for like £2. Maybe some places, if you buy a few of them, they're 99 pence. But my good friend changed mine, fixed it, and probably saved myself about £500. There you go. So if you take your car to a dealership, don't necessarily think, oh, I've got to get a new module, because there are people that can repair them, and as I say, mine just needed a replacement relay. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you like the video, leave a like and subscribe, and enjoy the channel and the rest of the content.